Okay, as we continue this section, section 7.1, we're asked to find we're asked to evaluate 2401 raised to the 1/4 power. Now, what we're really being asked here, the 1/4 power, remember, the denominator becomes the index, this becomes the power of the number. So we're really being asked to find the 4th root of 2401. So on my calculator, let me come over to that. On my calculator, I'm going to type in a 4. Well, let's turn it on first. I'm going to type in a 4. That's my index. I'm going to hit the math menu. I'm going to pull up option 5, which is the basically, in this case, it will become the 4th root of. I'm going to type in 2401, and I'm going to hit enter, and I get the answer 7. Okay? Again, as I've mentioned in previous videos, you need to learn how to do this on your calculator. You need to learn how to take 4th roots. Or you need to learn to use the power key and raise something to the 1/4 power. Either way, that's a skill that you need to acquire on your calculator, either through your teacher's office hours, through the Learning Commons, or through reading the manual, although I got to be honest with you, those manuals in general are not written very helpful. Okay, suppose I want to evaluate, I have -8 quantity raised to the 5/3 power. Okay, remember, this number is the index, and this number becomes the power. So what's happening here? I am taking the cube root of -8. Now, I have two places I can put the 5. I could put it on the inside or on the outside. Putting it on the inside is going to make this way too large. So I'm going to put the 5 on the outside. The cube root of -8. What times what times what would become -8, and hopefully you can figure out the answer is -2. And then when you take -2 and multiply it by itself 5 times or raise it to the 5th power, we get the final answer of -32. And we're done with that one. Evaluate 25 to the 1/2 power. Again, remember, the denominator becomes the index. The numerator becomes the power. So what I'm doing here is I am taking the square root of 25 divided by 36, and I'm raising the whole thing to the 1st power. All right? The square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 36 is 6. And when I raise that to the 1st power, I just get itself back. Okay. And the final problem on this video. Suppose I want to evaluate this number to a negative power. One of the first things I teach my students is to remember what a negative power does. Negative exponents take reciprocals. So the first thing I would do here, 27 to the -1/3 power. To take the reciprocal of this, the denominator would become 27 to the +1/3 power. Okay? The negative power becomes a positive when it goes to the denominator. And in the numerator, we have a placeholder of 1. So, this becomes 1 in the top, and on the bottom, 27 to the 1/3 power becomes the cube root of 27. So the numerator is 1. The cube root of 27. What times what times what would give me 27? 3. Therefore, my answer to this problem is the fraction 1/3. And we're done.